What is up, ball bags? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. This time it's going to be in college football for the national championship, played between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Current spread is Bama minus 8.5, total 74.5. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. Real tough game for me to find the best overall edge in. I looked at this from multiple angles, but I'll tell you, my overall favorite play in this game is going to be the first half over 37.5. Got this minus 127 in DraftKings in New Jersey. I know most of you might have 38. I'm cool with that at like minus 115 or somewhere in that neighborhood. Now look, some of you guys that usually watch my content, overs really not my thing, especially in these big games. But this is the best spot for me in this game. I debated on Bama first half, laying the 4.5. But I do think Ohio State scores early in this game, and Bama has had a historical first-half offense for the last two seasons. Now, these two teams both rank second and fourth in points per game in the first half and never really slowed themselves down at all early in games. Now, let's start with Alabama. Here's what I know about them specifically. When this defense plays a competent quarterback who's mobile and at least can get the ball downfield, they tend to struggle. Nothing said this more than when Bama played Ole Miss and Matt Corral just slung the ball all over the place. Even Kyle Trask for Florida. Again, guys that are somewhat mobile in the pocket and can move the ball downfield. Now, I'd argue this Ohio State offense is better than both Florida and Ole Miss. And worth noting, both those games with Bama, Ole Miss, Bama, Florida, flew over the first half number. Now, I don't need to talk much on Bama's first half offense. This has been an historical first half team again for the past 2 years. On to Ohio State, though. This defense played the best it had all year, I'd argue anyway, versus Clemson. You got to give credit where it's due, right? But this Bama offense and O-line is a whole different animal. The two offenses Ohio State played most familiar to this Bama offense got to be Clemson and Indiana. It took Indiana a bit to get going, but I think this is because of their lack of run game. Now, the same could be said for Clemson as well, with their seemingly O-line struggles, which is rare for a Dabo Swinney team, right? But either way, this Bama team should certainly open up running lanes for Damian Harris. And look, Devontae Smith, Heisman winner, should certainly be able to find space against Ohio State. Also, both teams play with real good pace, so I wouldn't expect much slowing down. Now, when you talk plays per game, you might look at these two numbers and be like, these two teams don't play super fast. But a lot of that has to do with them sitting on the ball in the second half of games. In the first half, these two teams don't often take play clocks all the way down and are both two of the most explosive offenses in college football. Sure, these are two good defenses, but these are two far better offenses. And I don't think adjustments get made. And even if they do, it's probably going to be down until halftime. I get that it's a big number, but these are two offenses who are no stranger at all to 3 to 4 touchdowns in the first half. Now, we basically need 21 from both teams for this to go over, right? Ohio State has done this in all their games this year except against Northwestern. Mind you, Ohio State was missing Chris Olave for that game, and if you don't think he's valuable to this offense, just watch the Clemson game. On the Alabama side, they've scored 21 points in all but one game in the first half this season. The one they didn't, that would be against Georgia, where they scored 20. And Georgia is just a team that plays at a crawl. And yes, look, Bama hasn't scored less than 20 points in any first half this year. Again, this team basically fucks in the first half of games. Now, I could talk on yards per play and other nerd stats too, but both these teams are well coached, have more playmakers on the offensive side than defensive side, and outside of some early nerves, I think we get a fast first half here to get over this big number. Favorite play, first half, over 37.5. Got that minus 127 at DraftKings in New Jersey. Want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you wake up with a pair of balls in your mouth. As always, drop comments below with your thoughts on the vid, and let me know who you're picking here. You guys know I always get back to you in the comments. Look, I wish you guys all nothing but the best of luck with all your bets. Gamble responsibly and stay safe, folks.